Welcome back to our channel. Today we have another chilling tale from the realm of the unknown for you. The Forgotten Door. Enter If You Dare is a horrifying game that delves into the depths of madness and despair. So if you think you've got what it takes, then enter the Forgotten Door at your own risk. This terrifying game developed by Pixelated Milk will test your sanity and leave you questioning the very nature of reality. The year is 1987 and the setting is Blackwood Asylum. This abandoned psychiatric hospital is shrouded in rumors of inhumane experiments and the unexplained. Now a group of friends decides to venture into this abandoned asylum to uncover the truth behind its sinister reputation. What they find inside is beyond their wildest imaginations. As you step into the shoes of one of these daring explorers, you'll navigate through the asylum's decaying corridors, encountering unsettling sights and sounds that will leave you on edge. The game masterfully uses sound design and visuals to create an atmosphere of dread and suspense. The soundtrack is a masterful blend of eerie melodies and unsettling sound effects that perfectly complement the game's visuals. As you progress through the game, the music builds in intensity, heightening the sense of foreboding and amplifying the impact of the terrifying imagery. The graphics are a study in contrasts. The asylum's dilapidated structure is rendered in stark detail, showcasing the passage of time and neglect. Meanwhile, the grotesque and disturbing imagery that you encounter is presented in a stylized manner that is both captivating and repulsive. The developers have created a visual feast for those who dare to look, but be warned, some of the images may haunt your nightmares. Now let's dive into the game. The Forgotten Door. Enter If You Dare offers a unique blend of exploration, puzzle solving, and survival elements. Your primary objective is to explore the asylum, gather information about its past, and find a way to escape. However, you must tread carefully because the asylum is not just filled with creepy apparitions, but also dangerous entities that will stop at nothing to prevent you from uncovering the truth. As you venture deeper into the asylum, you'll encounter puzzles that test your wit and reason. These puzzles are not merely obstacles, but integral parts of the narrative that add to the game's overall depth and mystery. To solve them, you'll need to examine your surroundings, paying attention to every detail. Every item, every note, and every scribble could hold a vital clue. The game encourages you to take your time, observe, and deduce. It's a test of your cognitive skills and patience. But be cautious. Your sanity is a finite resource that is constantly being drained by the asylum's oppressive atmosphere. You must keep an eye on your sanity meter, which is represented by a flickering candle. When your sanity is low, the game world can become distorted, blurring the lines between reality and madness. It's a brilliant psychological element that adds to the game's overall unnerving experience. To restore your sanity, you can perform actions such as lighting candles, finding notes, or listening to audio logs. These actions provide temporary relief, allowing you to regain your focus and continue exploring. But the asylum is relentless, and the tension ratchets up as you progress. Now let's talk about the story. The Forgotten Door. Enter If You Dare doesn't just rely on jump scares and gore to terrify you. It has a compelling narrative that unfolds as you play. The story is not explicitly stated, but rather fragments of the asylum's history and the patient's experiences are pieced together through audio logs, notes, and environmental storytelling. You will learn about the inhumane experiments conducted within the asylum walls and the tragic fates of the patients who were subjected to them. The story is a slow burn, keeping you engaged and eager to uncover more. It's a tale of desperation, madness, and the dark side of human experimentation. And as you peel back the layers, you'll feel a growing sense of unease. But here's the catch. The line between the story and your own sanity becomes increasingly blurred. As your sanity meter dwindles, the game's narrative twists and turns, leaving you uncertain of what is real and what is imagined. You'll question the motives of the asylum's staff, the nature of the experiments, and the very fabric of reality itself. Another standout feature of the game is its sound design. From the creaking floorboards to the distant screams, every sound is meticulously crafted to create an immersive and terrifying experience. The sound of your own heartbeat can be heard pounding in your ears, intensifying the feeling of vulnerability. And when the silence is broken by a sudden crash or a whispered voice, it sends shivers down your spine. The game's soundtrack is equally impressive, with a haunting melody that underscores the game's somber tone. The music is not just background noise, but an integral part of the game's atmosphere. It perfectly complements the visuals, heightening the sense of dread and suspense. Now let's talk about the scares. The Forgotten Door. Enter If You Dare doesn't rely on cheap jump scares, but rather builds a slow-burning sense of dread and suspense that keeps you on edge. The true horror lies in the game's ability to create a constant feeling of unease and uncertainty. As you navigate the asylum's dark and claustrophobic corridors, you'll encounter disturbing scenes that will stay with you long after you've played. The game's monsters are not your typical slashers or demons. They are manifestations of the patient's deteriorating mental states, taking on grotesque forms that represent their deepest fears and traumas. The game's puzzles also contribute to the sense of dread. You'll find yourself racing against time, trying to solve them before your sanity is completely drained. The ticking clock adds a layer of urgency, forcing you to make quick decisions and explore thoroughly. And let's not forget about the asylum itself. The game's setting is a character in its own right. The derelict and decaying building is a labyrinth of misery and despair. Its crumbling walls and dimly lit rooms are filled with disturbing imagery that will stick in your mind. The asylum is not just a backdrop, but an active participant in the game's horror show. In conclusion, The Forgotten Door, enter if you dare, is a chilling and unforgettable journey into the depths of madness and despair. With its unsettling graphics, immersive sound design, compelling story, and genuinely terrifying gameplay, it offers a unique and horrifying experience. If you're a fan of psychological horror games that challenge your sanity and keep you questioning reality, then this game is a must. Just be prepared to enter a world where the line between the story and madness blurs, leaving you forever changed by what you've seen and experienced. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss out on our latest content. Thank you for watching. Until next time.